fuck with me, no girl. I will mash up your blood clot life and make you see a man come talk about you. Don't play with me, man. Lucky you find money for meet mother though. That's interested in. That part interested. Find money for your mother. Wanna stink. But when you gonna send Mary. Oi! Alright, moving on now. Back to the poverty and the energy. I have to blow that out because we didn't want to say that. Yeah, because remember people watch me too, you know, because when you watch me one, you know, say me know. And anything them I do, me know. Me know that. Cool. Move on. What we did there again? The papers. So I am just wrapping up by saying to the you my fans them out there, all you out the year now, if next year you not work with you know, I give you so much here for help on yourself. Next year I'm my bench you know, because you people know I nothing. How much years may I talk to you know? And now January in you have 11 more months to walk and find man to get yourself sorted out. Why I come to you and give you this warning? When Biden transition and move and it come to the presidential run, most of cheese them a get kicked out. Cheese and the other one will come through the fence where I call him Van. For them entry at end of the month in 2024. All of who have a blood clot friends, you want to see them around go. All of those people, the fence people, create a bag of drama even or fuck you. You the one where they a long time we won the papers and there and through Donald Trump and the run up and down and this and that and this and that. Me know the ear with the ear say, well, if a fence people are come, when me want you know they're going to put a pause. They're going to pause for the immigration and they are going to sweep up. The local rules them are going to come in with. You have to have your ID to do this. You have to walk with your green card. And they are going to do a maximum sweep. But before them do the sweep, them are going to lock marriage bell down. Because you hear the first thing here New York Mayor start say, New York Mayor say, there is no room for immigrant as a black man. And that is a Democrat a ball out. And all of the fence people them run the New York. Jesus. So the end of the day is, all of these fence people make it bad for you now, who they a long time and overstay visa. Visa people who overstay visa and in the system and a try for man help you and a way. If you don't get married and sort out yourself, the fence people come down back and bless you. The fence people, take them in, come on, understand it. The fence people. Now cause no problem, just I show you what I want to tell you how it go. Remember me read them and my job is to advise you. The fence people them make you visa people come to overstay and want run around whatever. The fence people them come no. You hear what them say on the news? It become a homeless problem. And this is something we talk about a long time, not only because of the news, let me clarify it. It's because I always talk about it. And I realize that when I talk the things them start manifest, so I start watch them. Because nobody now I say I used to like all sort of thing when I need member. Anyway, I could jump on the news, let me update you know. Because I want you to know that me not mislead you know. This immigration thing is going to hit on a nasty rock across. And then when it hit you know, when I say, but Tina tell me now, the fence people make it bad for all of it now.
Hustle.
Listen up.
Just after U.S. President Joe Biden finally visited the U.S.-Mexico border, New York's Mayor Eric Adams also paid a visit to a border city where he declared that there is no room for migrants in New York. The announcement comes as over 40,000 illegal migrants have made their way to the city since last year alone. Mayor Eric Adams plans to be in Washington, D.C. to bring up the issue at the United States Conference of Mayors. Eric Adams, a Democrat, also criticized the Biden administration on the issue.
You know why I will stop. You know why I played? I told you that January, when I give you the prophecy, this just happened 22 hours ago. 22 hours ago this happened. That means that it was 24 hours. When I give you the January, give you the prophecy, I say to you, immigration people, I say is the same citizen people them are going to rebel upon one. Something are going to happen where in Canada, England, and all of the people in one them country are going to decide, say them no want to know. So it's the people of them country a fight against you know. So it's going to be immigrant versus people. Remember me tell you, it is immigrant. So remember, I always want people who watch me long time know some compassion with them whole immigration thing. I can know the struggle. Me always advise. So when me I try to tell you now, my prophecy seems like it a connect right just at the first alarm this right now for what? Because it's New York a rebellion done. Me not have to question no. Apple, apple, black man, Democrat, don't know. So what? I'm not even talking about don't forget did we forget bricks? I don't know yet about this. So where that part there? Hold on, listen to this.
Our cities are being undermined, and we don't deserve this. Migrants don't deserve this, and the people who live in the cities don't deserve this. We expect more from our national leaders to address this issue in a real way.
Adams' visit to the border city of El Paso comes after he said that migrant influx into New York could cost the city as much as $2 billion, as the city is already facing a major budget shortfall. As mentioned, more than 40,000 migrants arrived or traveled to New York's 5 boroughs since last year. This has caused a housing crisis in New York and a worsening homeless crisis in the city as well. In recent months, the Republican governors of Florida and Texas have sent migrants seeking asylum in the United States to cities.
Immigration gate are gonna lock, no amnesty, not dead. Who do not have no papers now, watch Biden Democrat energy, get it before him left. One advice for you, if Biden Democrat lose the next election, jump over the fence. People, you will be sweeping up and going back to no country like a hand's grain. A lot of you people in America here, and Canada, it's not going to be America alone. It's going to be a mathematics. Because all world leaders decided to ease off the pressure. You know how much billions that it cost? So ease off the pressure. All of who are here is going to be a premise. You are here long enough, and whatever you get, and whatever you are, you can go. Then you want to decide it now. Should you give them something to go home with? Should I send them home with that $5,000? Should all immigrants who are going home, if them have picnic, let me give it, what I'm telling you. Remember me, I say, let all immigrants we have picnic when all the papers are go down, send them back home with at least $3,000 so they can start and take pressure off of the government. Send them with maybe a 4,000 figures might not right, but if send them home with that money, send them home with something so they can start in a them country so that we can have a global bag of energy. And by the way, you can slip it in and say, especially the black one them, it can look like the Africa thing, yeah, give back them. Send them back to them country. Make them feel like the Selassie money. Send them back, make them go in. All these energy and talking reversal or back by plane and by ship. Army. Let me give you. By plane and by ship. Army. The army will become the new immigrant traveling agency. Because they don't want airline for, they don't have airline for peer airline man. So the American plane them and the American war plane them and the plane them when they scrape up in Afghanistan. The Afghanistan scrape up plane is gonna scrape up in New York and scrape up in Florida by 2025 and 26, 27, 28. America will be under immigration Ross Claude. You people with our Popo will get license to lock up illegal and execute and over all people who are illegal will hand over from the police. So the police can catch up on the road and pull over illegal and lock you up and hand you over to the immigration. Police will have right to cuff you if you don't have any proper ID. Any question? It started already, so might as well finish tell you, because I mean first tell you. Alien. Ooh. Alien. Alright, watch this now. We're from the next planet, the extraterrestrial blood clot. They are presenting themselves. You will be shocked and surprised, I don't know when, but they will be manifest. They said, you remember part in a Revelation, and then I look and I saw and stars in the heaven. Bible are fulfilled, but it's on the Bible tell us something. And they say they look and they see a star, and they heard the message come from the sea, and the beast come from the sea, and he was war, that's all us. Well, I see a star in a heaven, and I see a sign from the sea. Alright, the alien time them there, feeling time now, the extraterrestrial them, they are coming in the energy. Remember there was a USSR and CIA secret agent alien cover up. Ready now? Alright, so watch this now. I'm medicated now. Ooh.
Yes, well, yes, we got over and over 77 right now. You can't live forever right now. So, if this procedure I'm going to have to clean the blood doesn't work, then I've got probably a few more months to make it before my...
This is a CIA who has few more months to live, who is a CIA top official, who was a top CIA in the days of the USSR. The USSR was the Russian Federation along with the CIA in the United States of America. This is a CIA from the United States of America wishes to disclose some things before he died. He said on his sick bed he decided that he should keep this secret until the day of his last breath. He should disclose what the secret is, and that was assigned by him to the alien them. He must keep that ras until him dead because he one of them will sign the paper. Listen to the story.
Kidney shut down, So that's kind of why I'm kind of going along with the interview at this time.
You're seeing that what you went through is just too important for people not to know about.
Yeah.
Can we start at the beginning with your military career and just walk through what exactly your experiences were?
Was in drafted into the military and got into the U.S. Army.
Get to the point.
In front CIA headquarters. But we would keep reporting reports about a certain sighting that they had in Mexico or Italy or something like that. And then we had people that would follow through on it. They would go out and interview the people to see if they were nutcases or if it was real.
So have you gone overseas frequently?
I wasn't, but I always stayed statewide. But the people we had working with us from the CIA would do that. We would get like a new report probably a couple times a week. I was coming into the army fresh off the farm, you know.
Alright, so, let me get one where you can understand. That a film, let me get the one where translate him. So basically, him sick and him attack, so I give the person who interviewer we can explain. But basically, what I want you to understand, right, in my terms, there was an agreement with the US and the Russia based on what him said, that in the time the agreement was not to show themselves, not to make human race know that they are here, not to come in no form of any way. So they have to take on human flesh. And also, they must agree to teach them chemical. That's why you see them can't able to deal with this whole chemical, the nuclear, the whole gas and the oxygen and the air and the whole etc. etc. So that's where man get them teaching from. But to say something to you now, the aliens are here and they are a long time, but the contract with them signed that is supposed to with the USSR, whatever. Based on this man, he must say, they are not agree with how they use the knowledge and use to form the nuclear and the gas, and the alien them not really agree with how man around the world right now. So basically, that is for them problem. One interesting story. They teach the knowledge, but they don't really like Wagwan. So they are the one where we not understand when back in the days of Era 51, they are the one when there was like, listen more and tell you, I can read up on this. It's like after America and USSR decided to agree based on what the story said, Russia find a different type of extraterrestrial and shoot them down. And when they shoot them down over in Russia, that's how Russia secretly get to develop and learn knowledge. In other words, let's say you have two alien tribes and one of them under secret and one of them Russia work with and they don't know. Someone got mixed up. But the bottom line is they are real. I know it sounds stupid too, no? And I know it sounds weird, but you wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand. But for those who understand. Listen.
1947, Kenneth Arnold, an American aviator and a businessman, was flying near Mount Rainier in Washington state. He was searching for a transport plane that had gone missing in the area. He ended up seeing something extraordinary and strange, a series of 9 unusual objects flying in a V formation. He estimated their speed to be 2,700 kilometers per hour, 3 times faster than any aircraft at that time. He said they were moving side to side, occasionally flipping and darting around, and looked like saucers skipping on water. The news of the sightings hit the US media. The pilot had all the makings of a reliable witness, but the details of his observations were twisted. Media reports said he had encountered flying saucers. This was perhaps one of the biggest misquotes in history, but the term flying saucer became a household name in America. Soon everyone was scanning the skies for flying saucers. Reports started coming in from all over the world. There were nearly 853 flying disc sightings in 1947 alone. And they grew with time. This obsession turned into pop culture. It became fodder for Hollywood films which linked the phenomenon with aliens. Now we call them UFOs, unidentified flying objects. Are they indeed extraterrestrial, controlled by visitors from another world? These questions have haunted our imagination for decades. We may now be one step closer to finding an answer. Hello and welcome to Gravitas Plus. I'm Palki Sharma.
Hello!
NASA is getting serious about UFOs. The new chief of the American Space Agency has asked scientists to investigate the existence of unidentified flying objects. This comes exactly 1 year after the US Department of Defense released 3 declassified videos. They showed US Navy pilots encountering what appeared to be UFOs. It was the first time the Pentagon formally acknowledged the existence of such videos. Now, lawmakers from all stripes are pushing hard for answers. Both Republicans and Democrats, who agree on almost nothing, have set aside their differences and are asking in one.
President Obama did ask Donald Trump to work on it. He said he don't believe in it. President Obama has declared that this is a state of emergency. President Obama declared that this UFO energy is a state of emergency and it must be addressed. Donald Trump said he don't believe in it.
Voice. What exactly is all the unexplained stuff flying in their airspace? A Pentagon report on this should be out any day now. NASA too has promised to find some answers. Let's tell you what we know. Starting with the object itself, what is a UFO? An unidentified flying object, a term that was coined by the US Air Force in 1953. They used it to describe any aircraft they cannot easily identify or explain. Now this term is fairly new, but the concept dates back millennia. For thousands of years, people have reported seeing strange lights and objects flying through the skies. The first known mention is from 440 BCE in ancient Egypt, when the scribes of Pharaoh Thutmose III reported fiery discs floating in the skies. Then in 218 BCE, the Roman Republic recorded several sightings of phantom ships gleaming in the sky. In Christianity, there's a painting depicting the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, which shows 2 UFOs at the top corners. Neither of the pilots have a halo around them, which discards.
Lady, you chat too much. And every day in a blood-clad church. In the picking of Jesus Christ, world worship, there was a 2 picture of UFO. And every day I go to church and I Bible and I see the lady. Tell them again, lady. Tell them!
Reported fiery discs floating in the skies.
Listen.
Then in 218 BCE, the Roman Republic recorded several sightings of phantom ships gleaming in the sky. In Christianity, there's a painting depicting the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, which shows 2 UFOs at the top corners. Neither of the pilots have a halo around them, which discards the possibility of them being divine beings. And in it,
you're going to play it back again. That's interesting. That's interesting. Listen.
18 BCE, the Roman Republic recorded several sightings of phantom ships gleaming in the sky. In Christianity, there's a painting depicting the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, which shows 2 UFOs at the top corners. Neither of the pilots have a halo around them, which discards the possibility of them being divine beings. And in India, the earliest reference goes back to 10,000-year-old rock paintings found in the Bastar region of Chhattisgarh. Archaeologists say these paintings depict UFOs like those shown in films. Now, these references and paintings are proof that UFOs have fascinated mankind since ancient times. But there's no evidence to suggest that they belong to otherworldly beings. It's just a paradigm that some of us have willfully embraced, and when I say some of us, I mean Hollywood. It has always loved aliens because there's money in aliens. Silver screen saucers make for good content. They sell tickets. Even more when they're placed in real-life contexts. In the 1950s, films like The Day the Earth Stood Still and Invasion of the Body Snatchers channeled the Cold War paranoia. Today, movies like Men in Black, Independence Day, and The Avengers are used to depict the scourge of global terrorism. In some movies, aliens and UFOs are considerate. They come in peace. In some others, they come to annihilate the human race. They make for good cinema, no doubt, but they've also sensationalized the topic to such an extent that most people have started believing that aliens are really visiting us. Where do these most people live? Whereas the United States of America, a 2019 Gallup survey showed that 33% of American adults believe that aliens in UFOs have been visiting Earth. Another survey in the same year, nearly 50% said that successive American governments have been hiding something about UFOs.
President Obama says that there is footage and records of objects in the skies. What do you think of this?
I would ask him again. Thank you.
But how many Americans have seen a UFO? According to America's National UFO Reporting Center, there have been at least 90,000 sightings since 1905, with an average of 6 sightings per day, and some of them at the same time in the exact same place. On the 31st of October 2004, 77 people reported seeing a UFO in Chicago, Illinois. September 19, 2009, 75 people reported seeing a UFO in Burlington, New Jersey. Interestingly, most of these sightings happened on weekends, and at a time when most people were believed to be drunk. Look at this graph. It depicts all UFO sightings between 2000 and 2014. Most of them happened during drinking hours. Now, we're not suggesting that everybody was drunk, but the timing and the rate of alcohol consumption in the states they were reported in is often used to reject the claims. So what did these people see? In most cases, what they believed were UFOs turned out to be planes, clouds, or weather balloons, or celestial events like meteors and planets that seemed unusually bright. Most of these can be scientifically explained, and yet there are some unresolved mysteries. In 1954, a football match in Florence, Italy was disrupted after unidentified objects were spotted above the stadium. A match in Florence...
Alright, let me show you what's the evidence. This was live in 19 whatever. See the picture there. So that was live. That was 19 whatever that happened. Listen.
Italy was disrupted after unidentified objects were spotted above the stadium. Tens of thousands saw something in the sky. What was it? Most testimonies say it looked like an egg-shaped object which glittered as it fell from the sky. Then in 1966, around 350 children and teachers at a school in Melbourne, Australia saw 5 planes surround a silver flying saucer. The planes tried to aerially hurt the object for 20 minutes before it disappeared. Now, these were just a few examples. There are many, many more. A French UFO research group says that 3.5% of all UFO sightings remain unidentified and defy all explanations. 3.5% is not a small figure, especially not when you look at the kind and scale of investigations that have been carried out to find answers. America has conducted a total of 12 government-funded investigations on unidentified flying objects. Project Blue Book, Project Drudge, Project Circle, Project Sign, Project Silverbug, to name a few. The United Kingdom has carried out 2 secret studies into UFOs. The Flying Saucer Working Party and Project Condign. The Soviet Union had dedicated an organization to investigate UFO sightings, Institute 22. It functioned for a total of 13 years. Now, besides the fact that they all got suspended, what's common between all these probes is that all of them concluded that UFOs do exist. And there is no evidence to suggest that they are hostile. Some said they could probably be extraterrestrial beings that have no interest in making contact with humans. Some others said that they were made by humans who have learned how to manipulate the laws of physics and are yet to reveal their intentions. But these were all suggestions. None of the probes could find out exactly who and what was operating these objects.
Okay, so the energy and the atmosphere are strong out there to say that they are out there, but nobody really can say, like me and you can say, hey, them dead here until we see them. Alright, big up on yourself. Alright, this is what I want you to know. My fans out there, if you need your help, see me. If you need, some of you people who I'm working for, if I'm working for you right now and you have a connection with me, make use of it. A lot of people out there want to work with me and can't work with me because they're skeptic. Me pick who I want to work with. And if you see me I work with you, and there's anything come up new and you want it, forget done or you want clarity, book me. This year is a new year and an achievement year. If you get reading from last year and you want to know what one is a new year, nothing when me tell you last year is making sense right now. Reason being, before the year start, I tell you that it's an achievement year. Just like when you know last year is a COVID, the year before was a COVID year. COVID make everybody run up and down. This year is an achievement year. This is a year of government, them a come down. And why I make clearly say achievement year, this is where you have a signal. The government, them are going to have some problem with the people, them, and the people them are going to rebel upon the government coming from 23 going down. So me I tell you that me see where the people are going to be more conscious of what they want, and you also in your regular life when have nothing to do with the government, then you are going to more receive. So this year is a year where I wouldn't want you to sit down and watch things and just live and just see your life bring. This year is a year more you step out and achieve something, because I call it achievement year. Achieve something, whether I go foreign, whether I get a visa, whether I build a house, whether we start a business. Me not talk about get a job because that's not for your job. I work with people and can't fire any minute. But something great that makes sense. Even to own a house or own a car, or to travel and get a visa, or to find your man where you want or your woman. But it all starts with, you see how you're at? Let me say something to you. You saw all that? Remember bad mind? Let's talk. You don't realize that same as our brand change and clothes change and things change and time change, things change. Everybody know now bad mind. Let's talk about black people now in the black energy where we come from. We used to bad mind. Bad mind is an envious thing and things we fight against. I want to give you a spiritual update. We all know about bad mind and be bad mind, and bad mind is still there. But one of the things I want you to know when we want to kind of really overlook the bad mind now and realize that witchcraft is there. And when you overlook the bad mind and stop making it look like a bad mind time now, because we have a bad mind push to the witchcraft. But when you keep on make bad mind, you're stuck one way now. No, bad mind not really hot right now. Witchcraft evil act. What do you mean, RT? I'm trying to say, me and you have to say people bad mind, but that energy they change. People are feeling science now. Watch this now. Back in the days, you used to know granny, mother, put money in a bosom for go link mother. When you see a name over you, who normally go? Nobody in the house don't know the mother. Your mother have to, back in our days, you have to call somebody with hole, with no smarty hole, we can tell you which part to go. Right now in them up 23 and 19, 16, 17, I got over man now. Not only over a man, spiritual man, good and bad, because you know you have the good and indifferent. But watch the age them. We a visit mother no and a visit papa no and then nah go bosom them and go so. So you can't say you have to watch the evil part, you have to watch the witchcraft part, no, you have to know now, say right now, if you bad mind only don't know. But over make you stand like this, like a crucify so. Over crucify you. Over bad mind crucify you. Nail you up. Can't move. What are you going to do? Plead the blood, cut and clear yourself. Because at this rate they know people that do this. Crucify you with bad mind and witchcraft just because they don't like you. So you have to be conscious, call up on your God. Even if you don't believe in the spiritual bath and you watch off and you something, everybody to each as it own, respect in the same way. But the fact that you can call up on your Jesus, call up on him more. The fact that if you believe in the spiritual energy and so forth, that you know if you get your battle, you're clear and you do it more. I like to share it even because I know most of them respect me and some of them not too like that part there. But at the end of the day, we are split the gate. Everybody can work on their own ground. They don't give me a good donation.